Hello, Proxy Table Gaming fans, foes, enemies, friends. We are PTG and Lucky Sixes.
Hey, you guys.
So, when we had our socially safe, socially distant battle, we actually made
wash
it.
your hands.
Huh?
I made him wash his hands 8 times.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Yeah. While you sat on my shoulder and made sure I did it as close as
I
you
washed your
possibly
hands. I was behind you, like proper. What do they call it? Ghost.
could. Okay. Still maintaining social distancing. We actually didn't have a social battle. We had social battles, didn't we?
We did. Number 2 of them. I was so desperate. I was so desperate to throw some real dice.
Absolutely.
And move some real models.
Yeah. And this was a bit of an ogre detox for me.
Yes.
I said I'd give ogres a rest for a long, long time after the disaster.
Couldn't help it.
Well, why not? But yeah, it was a totally different list, as we'll find out in a minute. But yeah, you brought out your warriors. Haven't seen them for a while, have we?
For a long time.
Yeah.
And it was when I was getting the models together, I was like, I like this. I like this.
You had a little bit of an excitement, didn't you?
Yeah, it was cool. It's a cool list, I think. But
I disagree. I hate it.
Yes.
Anyway, we got refuse flank. Nice bit of diagonals and capture the flags, which is cool. My list, totally different from the one I took to Art of War 3. Was kind of going a bit back to how I started with ogres, believe it or not, with the big old bruiser block. In fact, that says 6 tribesmen. They're actually 6 bruisers. I don't know why it says tribesmen. But anyway, so yeah, it's shamanism, wizard general, which I'm very comfortable with. Shamanism. It's kind of like my feel safe path, really.
Yeah, it's a good lore. It's solid, isn't it?
Yeah,
I don't think it's not like.
It's not game.
It's not overpowering.
No.
Yeah.
But it's just solid. So it's a bit of a detox for ogres, so I went with it. Give him the ritual blood letter, so he gains veil tokens for every wound he causes in combat, which is kind of nice. And because of that, he's got Liger's Tongue and Iron Fist to make him a little bit fighty and not take much back as well. And Liger's Tongue is especially useful against an army that has more than one attack on each model.
It is, yeah. It is.
Funny that.
I think it's good anyway, though.
I think really so. I think if I'm going to play a list like this with ogres, which obviously I wasn't at Art of War, then Liger's Tongue has got to be back in. So.
For sure.
Khan BSB, Horde Master. Nothing too exciting about him. And yeah, in core was 2 units of bruisers, not one of each. One of them which was a larger unit that had Swift Stride. The other unit was just there. Just there, really.
Just there.
And then a unit of Scraplings, and that's the last you'll see of them for this battle. Abandoned the Scraplings with bows because they did about 4 wounds in an entire tournament. So
strength 3, mate. It's just 3 bows.
Strength 3 without range. Yeah. 8 mercenary veterans, brought them back in. I know that people have their opinions on merc vets, as in they get killed too quickly. I figure with 8 of them and a 3-up armor save, maybe they'll have a chance.
Yeah.
They've also got Swift Stride and the banner of the Gaenget, however you say that. Some trappers, 2 saber-tooth tigers, and 2 rock orcs. With the big damaging stuff.
It's a smash you up list.
Yeah.
Well, to counter your smash you up list, I've got that even smashy uppy list.
Yeah.
So Chosen Lord is a 1-up, 5-up. He's got 3-up to flame in. Trophy Rack is a new addition, actually. Since whenever I can't remember when the last time I played it. It might be like a year ago, or
about that.
Or even longer, perhaps. But since then, this list actually lost 50 points. So I come to writing it. I was like, I've got to add 50 points. So that was part of it.
All your lists go down in points. It's ridiculous.
But they're all apparently rubbish. So, well, I guess they're not rubbish. They're just not the meta, right?
I'm not going to bring up Seaguard again.
The meta. Oh, they're they're the only thing I can brag about in 9th age.
Yeah, everyone takes them now.
Yeah, I know. That's it. Yeah. But sorry. So Sloth to go in the Sloth Warriors. And Eyeless Bite, which is 1 time plus 1 attack, strength, and a P. The Sorcerer is Alchemy with Rod of Battle, just to add some extra flavour. And the Exalted Herald, who is very expensive, but I like him.
Not many people play him either, do they?
No, because 4-up on a 800-point model isn't that reliable for strength 5.
Well, 4-up Aegis is quite rare these days on a model of his type.
Yeah, so I like it. He doesn't get Thunderstomp, so that's the thing, I guess.
No.
But I like his versatility. I really like that you can anything that you can pick before the start of the battle. I think is huge.
Yeah, it gives you a legitimate option for tailoring, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So I like him. Fallen and Warhounds round off the core, a bit chaff. 10 chosen great weapons, Wrath, Flaming to go with Alchemy. Just
nasty.
I'm thinking of doing a list with 3 of them.
Yeah.
I want to see.
That's your 4,000 points, isn't it?
It might well be. 4 chosen knights with Gluttony, which is if they win and run down someone, it's something weird. There's they get +1 strength for the rest of the game, which is cool. I quite like that. But it's very.
You got to pick your opponent there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Kill someone weak early doors, and then you can use it for the rest of the battle.
Yeah. And the chosen chariot with reroll Envy, which is reroll 1s on the charge.
And Swift Stride, which is already got.
And I think he rerolls hits as well, of 1s as well.
What, with Envy?
Yeah, there's something like that.
Not sure about that.
I don't think we played it, but I think he does. But anyway, that's providing. It doesn't matter anyway.
No,
because here is the setup.
Yeah, we remembered that we were taking pictures after your movement, turn 1, didn't we?
Yes, yeah, I went
so
first,
excited.
Right?
Yeah. Of course you went first. Yeah, so we deployed like so. I'll just run through mine. I've got the Merc Vets on the left. Got the small unit of bruisers, hiding the 2 saber-tooths. The big unit of bruisers got the Shaman in. I should say the Khan BSB is with the Merc Vets. And then on the right flank, I had the 2 Rock Aurochs. I let you drop for first in the intention that I was going to have the Rock Aurochs facing off with the Chosen, because impact hits is pretty much their only fear.
Yeah.
And Rock Aurochs are there for impact hits. So I was thinking. I also had these Scrappling Trappers trapped the hill near your very intimidating knife.
Yes.
Which was on the table throughout the entire battle, I should add.
It was. I brought it out for the second battle.
Yeah.
No, the actual reason, I don't know if you can see it. No, the actual reason is I had some Pokemon cards delivered.
Obviously, yeah.
So I had to open it up with that. But
with a knife. Yeah.
With the sharpest, meanest looking knife I could find.
Absolutely.
It just so happened to wave it around during your turn.
You did, yeah. But it didn't stop the trappers from trapping the hill and causing a wound to your chariot on the first turn.
Yeah, man. Nice. Yeah.
Because obviously, it was any advanced move. It was not just
which is really cool.
Moves, which is nice. Which is really cool. In the far right, beyond this picture, is the unit of Scrapplings that played no part in the battle. Because they were a scoring unit that I was protecting. So they weren't
Yes, because it is banners,
Yeah.
For sure.
You, of course, have your Exalted Herald already on the far left.
Yeah.
Out of line of sight of the
line of sight.
Which was a bit of a mistake on my part.
Yeah.
But
I was very happy to be able to get there.
Yeah. It's one of the mistakes I make quite frequently, actually.
Okay.
Is allowing stuff to get in my flank. When I drop second, I really shouldn't be allowing that.
Because sure. Because you could have measured me, I guess.
I easily should know your distance you can move, and stop that. But I don't suppose you'd have wanted a full-on charge from 9 Merc Vets. Not solo, anyway.
No, definitely not.
No, even with the possibility of getting your Chaos Chosen Knights in the flank afterwards, you still wouldn't have wanted it.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
So yeah, your knights.
For people before anybody asks and says we didn't say anything, Unholy Avatar and Brander the Dragon. So he's got Fly, Strength 4, Breath Weapon, Light Troop, Swift Stride, and he's +1 Strength, AP, and Divine attacks.
That's a whole load of nice stuff you added onto him. Yeah,
really good, really good. Probably not the best spells because these are really good upgrades and stuff. But
okay,
who cares, right?
Like you say, you can change that depending on what battle you're going into, which is really nice.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so your chosen knights and chariot came off the hill. Got a unit of warriors in the middle and your chosen on the right. And your dogs are already vanguarded, or was that a normal move?
Both, because I went first, I think.
Yeah.
They do have release the hounds, so they could have got that anyway, I think, but they didn't need to do it. The fallen are behind the chosen. I made a bit of a mistake in this just because it's been so long. I normally have them in front of the chosen, and then when I deployed, I realised that they weren't anywhere near the chosen. They were like other side of really close to the hill. So I'm scampering over there as quick as I can to get over by the chosen.
They're light troops, though. They can manage it. Cool. So we go to my turn, and what happened was a whole load of things, actually.
So many. This was like, we talked about this for ages. This was like the picture.
We did. So I declared a charge with the Rock Auroch on the left on your dogs. I believe you failed your terror test.
Then we did a frenzy check.
Yes, well, that is indeed the case, because we realised that I couldn't actually legitimately only charge with one Rock Auroch.
Yes.
Or at least I could, but I needed to check to see if they both charged due to frenzy first.
Yeah.
And as it happened, the one on the right failed his frenzy check because he was out of... Well, actually, he was out of General's discipline range, but their discipline's all the same. It's all 8. So technically that didn't make any difference anyway. What I should have had was my BSB nearby for a reroll, potentially. But both frenzy checks are maximised, so there is a chance of failing an 8 anyway, even with a reroll. Absolutely. So what we discovered then was the one on the right had to charge, didn't necessarily have to charge the dogs, and the one on the left I wanted to charge and maintained that charge even though he passed frenzy, which meant that we stuck with the fact that the dogs fled from terror because they did fail their terror test. And that meant I needed, and now you'll see the dice on the table, and so I redirected into the chosen with both, which was a bit aggressive, but I was playing my Rock Aurochs as go hunt those chosen, get the impact hits, see what happens.
Yeah.
I needed, the one on the left, I needed a 10 to make the charge. The one on the right, I needed a 12. Now the dice gave me a 9 and an 11. Dang!
So
both failed charges.
Unbelievably close. I was like, oh!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah, very close to getting a double Rock Auroch charge on your chosen. And that would have been very nice.
It would have been.
That would have been 63 strength 7 impact hits.
Yes.
I don't imagine it would have killed all the chosen, but yeah. Would have been very useful.
Well, very close. I think it would have eventually... I wouldn't have been able to do much back, I don't think.
No, possibly not. Yeah.
Who knows?
And then, of course, if I do break the chosen from that, then I kill your dogs, overrun, kill the fallen, potentially get 1 or 2 Rock Aurochs in your rear. It's looking very good if that pays off. It didn't. And that was the result, basically, that they just both moved forward. And because they rolled quite high on one of the dice, they actually moved quite near your chosen, which is a little bit...
I remember. So at this point, you are 13 inches from the one on the right and 12 inches from the one in the middle.
Yeah.
My chosen. FYI.
Indeed.
That might come into things later.
May do. You got a few spells off on your warriors in the middle, which I let go.
Yeah, so that was basically to stop you getting a smaller charge into my warriors with your rock. Not necessarily that you would have done that anyway, but just to make sure. And because I went quite aggressive,
Well,
I
you thought the
wanted
dogs
them,
might flee, didn't you? So you didn't want
yeah,
me redirecting
but
into them.
from everything else on the other side, I didn't want you even to think about going into my warriors with my chosen lord,
At that
because you
point,
get
yeah.
a few more things. You actually have a good chance of wiping them out, but with Rod of Battle and Word of Iron, you got no chance.
No chance.
There's literally no chance. I'm telling you now.
Yeah. So I moved my Murkbets so they could at least see the Exalted Herald. It doesn't look here as though I've corrected my own error, because I think you could still get in the flank if you'd wanted. I don't know.
Yes,
Which is
flank
odd.
or depending on what I want to do and how far I can fly.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Can't remember how that pans out. So I got Awaken the Beast off on the Rock Aura that was nearest your chosen, making him res 7. It doesn't massively help him out. I mean, you're chosen a strength 6, so it means you're wounding on 5.
Minus
so
1 to wound. Yeah,
it could be useful. And here comes the counter charge. So what you decided to do was
right. Yeah. So there's a reason for this as well. So I thought about it. So my chosen lord on his own is charging the Rock because he is one higher movement than the warriors. So he only needs, I think it was a 5 or maybe a 6 to get in.
It was a 6 for him.
Right, so I was like, because it would have been a 7 with the Warriors, and I was like, I'm not sure I want to take that risk. But 6 is much better of a risk. So he was going in on his own, and I think, even if we're there a few turns, I think he's all right. The Chosen had a 7 to get into the one in the centre alongside the Lord, or an 8.
Oh, yeah, an 8, yeah.
Yeah, an 8 to get into the one on the right. I actually chose the 8, because if I fail going forwards, I think I only needed a 3 or a 4 to actually leave your Rock into the flank of my chosen. And that's a dead unit chosen. But if I go to the right, I leave both of them in my front.
Yeah.
And that was the only thought process I had.
Absolutely, yeah.
So that was why I took the higher charge. And as it happens, I rolled a 6. So I wouldn't have got in either, which I was really happy with.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
I
if you
just don't want to roll
a
a 7,
then you would have been able to get one and not the other. Yeah.
So I rolled a 6, so I wouldn't have got into either. And actually, what that made, as you can see, is everyone into the front and stuff. But luckily, my chosen lord made it as well. So
yes, he did.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yep. Bye, dogs.
Yeah, dogs.
They
weren't
to
having
rally.
it. Yeah, they don't deserve to rally.
And you managed to break the fallen round as per the plan.
Yeah, they're coming slowly around the flank to offer some stuff, but you're just making sure you can't overrun. That was all.
Yeah. Yep, so you just jump over them. I couldn't remember how that panned out. Obviously, you can fly. So maybe I wasn't too worried about the flank because I knew you could fly.
Yeah.
But obviously, I don't want to leave.
You'd have done well after I got into your flank. You'd have done well to pin him down.
Which is even why it's even more of an error to let a flyer into your flank like that, I think. Because once you're there, you're hard to pin down. But if I'd have stopped you getting there, then it would have been a harder matter. So, yeah. But of course, he's not causing any damage while he's there. I'm kind of thinking, leave him there at this point.
Yeah.
That was my thinking. My thinking was, I've made the mistake with letting him get there. Now I'm just going to leave him in the dust. That was my plan.
See what he does, yeah.
But we'll see.
Let him make his own mistakes.
Yeah, indeed. I trapped the hills again, but that's going back to my turn. I think you just stayed on the hill, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't end up moving the chosen knights because I didn't want to risk it.
Yeah.
And my chariot just moved around here to. If your rock goes for the chosen or the guy or the fallen and overruns, then he's potentially got a charge.
Yeah. So your lord does the business against the rock, does 3 wounds.
Yeah.
A pitiful overrun though, wasn't it?
Yeah. I thought 3 was pretty good considering your res 7. I popped my Idler Spite here as well to make myself strength 7.
Yes.
And I've got I think it's 7 attacks. So I think I was hitting on 2s, wounding on 4. So 3 was pretty good. I was pretty happy with that. I think it's probably average, but
it's about average. But yeah. No, it's all good. Can't remember what spell I've got off on the other Rook Auric. Is that Children of Umi? It might be. Maybe we'll find out. Oh no, you put Alchemical Fire. Yeah. So in my turn, actually let's just go back one. So you moved your warriors up a bit, didn't you? In your turn as well.
Yeah, so I moved them up to be quite aggressive on purpose, but I can't remember why.
I know that when you did it, I was really happy.
Yeah. I think what I was trying to do was support my lord, and also get out of allowing anybody to have a flank on me.
Sure.
I think that was my thought process, but
so I go ahead and charge it.
Yeah.
I bring my big unit of bruisers with the shaman and Liger's tongue, and I also bring the Rock Auric in as well on the corner. I kind of wanted to do the chosen charge for the impact hits. It's only half as many impact hits as I would have liked, but with the other Rock Auric now fleeing, chances are he's toast. So I wanted to use him to go through the warriors if possible, and get the chosen charge anyway. And see what would happen. And I'm very interested in that combat. I kind of feel without the Lord in the unit of warriors that my bruisers and my Rock Auric can do a number on them. But I'm very interested to see if that's the case. So
they're tanky.
Yeah. Obviously, strength 6 bruisers with shaman, and reducing your attacks by 6 as well is useful.
Yeah. Liger's tongue.
Yeah, and the impact hits will help. So yeah. Both of these units failed to rally. Because one of the saber-toothed tigers panicked when the Auric went, and that's annoying because I lost an Auric. It was only an 8 to rally, so annoying that he couldn't pass that. Not so much the dog. The dog obviously was leadership really low, but
yeah.
Anywho, I moved my smaller bruiser unit out of line of sight of your Exalted Herald because I kind of felt that was a unit that the Exalted Herald might want to take on. The only issue with doing that is that I did lose a lot of line of sight from them, and they're now facing the wrong way, and potentially it's going to take a long while for them to get back in the game. They do have a musician, but your Exalted Herald can dance with them all day if it wants to, and eventually he will be able to get them. So I wasn't overly happy about that, but I kind of didn't really want to just march into the face of your chosen knights.
You didn't want to give me an out with the chosen knights.
Exactly. If you'd have used the smaller unit of bruisers to get through past the Merkbets, then that's a disaster, really, because I don't get your knights either, and I end up with both in my backfield. So this was just the temporary solution. The Merkbets, however, go up and say, "Yeah, chosen knights, come on, charge us. We can take you." Is the feeling, really? So we'll see if you want to take that on. I moved the other saber-toothed tiger just behind the combat. I don't think that shows anything else. I get a whole load of spells off. I get Awaken the Beast on the bruisers for resilience. I was always going resilience. And I got Children of Umi off on the Rock Auric as well. I think what you dispelled was Break the Spirit on the Chosen, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
It would have been, because the only other spell I had was Swarm of Insects. So, yeah. I might have even tried Break the Spirit on the Warriors, actually, because it would have been -1 to hit. But, yeah, you dispelled that one. And this is the result. Whitewash.
Did Warriors, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't a contest with all the spells, really.
No. I did lose one
the Liger's Tongue,
but...
Liger's Tongue helped not lose as much, but it was auto break in the end. So
yeah,
I bet what should have done, and I said to you this after the battle, was instead of moving them up progressively, just move them back as much as possible.
Yeah, do the opposite of what you did, really. But
kept them back. Yeah, literally the opposite. But yeah, no, it's all good.
Yeah, I actually, we worked out if I'd have rolled a 12 for my overrun, which obviously it's unlikely, then I would have got into the chariot as well, which is crazy. I think I rolled a 9, so because they did our Swift Stride, but yeah, so they just run through. The Rock Auric is now soloing the Chosen. I know I've got impact hits 3d3, but it's probably not going to be enough to kill a unit Chosen now. But still,
Children of Umi though, so was
Yes.
It's in the balance a bit.
You take the counter charge with the Chosen Knights to go that way instead, which is obviously very valid. I think your wizard was left alive in the warrior combat, which is why I overrun as opposed to reform. Stroke pivot.
Sure. Yeah. Was it just my wizard, or was it
was just
a guy as well? Oh, right, okay.
Maybe it was one guy as well. Might be one guy as well.
Yeah.
Which is why I wanted to.
For the flag, you didn't want me rallying for any reason.
No, you would have been on half leadership, I guess, if it was one guy left. But still, points, isn't it? Exactly. I actually felt like if you did get the flank charge with your Chosen Knights, I could hold it and then reform.
Yeah. I thought this was really good.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was res 5 at the time as well, which I felt was nice.
Sure.
So there was that. So we're both feeling good about that. I mean, I obviously didn't feel great that it was in the flank, and I thought I might lose a few, but I thought I could then use it to help myself out.
Yeah, sure.
What's that? Did you turn around, or did you? Oh no, the Fallen.
No idea.
The Fallen charged the saber-tooth tiger, and I fled it. I didn't want anything to do with that. Move your herald over.
Why not, eh?
Still threatening. Oh, and your lord is also coming that way too.
Yeah.
So you might look at that picture and think, well, which unit's dead? Is it the Chosen or is it the Rock Orc?
Oh, it's the Rock.
Yeah, I saw that coming all day.
I did lose a guy.
Yeah, I did. Was it 3 impact hits out of 9? Obviously, if I'd got 9, that's very lucky. But I got 3, the opposite. Then really. Maybe 4.
It's mad though. It's mad. I had like 27 attacks back at you.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's crazy.
It was just mad.
So yeah, the Rock Orc pretty much bounced, which is unfortunate. Gave you a free reform, which meant going into your turn. No, going. This
was my turn. Yeah,
this was your turn. So not quite a free reform.
Still,
had I charged you directly the first time round, then you would have got free reform if you'd killed him.
Yeah, exactly.
So that shows why the overrun was important.
Definitely.
So I'm down both Rock Orcs. As expected, take a few casualties on the bruisers, but do reform and get into the front.
Yeah, this was good. I thought you did well there. Actually, I thought you'd take much more damage, but
looks like how many did I lose? I lost 1 ogre?
2. Oh yeah, you were. No, must have been.
1
I only did like
5 wounds. Yeah.
5 wounds or something. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
but then the res 5 helped.
Yeah, and now I've got Liger's Tunneling Contact as well.
Yeah, that's it.
And my turn next. So yeah, I was very happy with that. Definitely. And so I bring in some support. You've got a Wrath of God down at this point, haven't you?
Yes, I did. Because I was like, I wanted to threaten you. What are they called? Man-eaters? Merkvets. But I wanted to do it from whatever way you went, sort of thing. So I just ended up putting it close to there.
I just said, screw it. I'm coming in anyway. I'll take that damage. I need to kill your Chosen Knights, really. Yeah. So that is what I was doing.
Yeah, man.
These guys continue to try and get away from your Exalted Herald because it is flags. That is what I was thinking. I was kind of thinking like that unit of bruisers could be useful, but I need to keep their scoring alive. So the longer I can stay away from that charge. Would you have charged in with your Exalted Herald on those 6? Or probably not?
Not in the front.
No.
If I had a rear or side, I would.
Yeah, I suppose you've only got 5 attacks against them. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got 18 strength 6.
And you've got 18.
So, yeah.
There's no way.
Even if you did 3 wounds to them.
Yeah, you're hitting me on 5s to be fair.
Yeah.
But still,
true.
It's not worth it.
No, are you res 5 or 6?
Res 5. So
I'll take
so you hit me on
away.
5s. So you do 6 hits, 4 wounds, 2 wounds after.
Yeah, it's not that damaging,
average
but probably on grind, I'd probably outgrind you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's 2 rounds of combat, isn't it? So, and that's without spikes. So.
Yeah, maybe I should have just moved into your front and said.
Yeah, I would never have charged that. I don't think. Unless I was desperate.
I probably need to give the 6 bruisers a bit more backing, really. But I think because it was
in this
capture the
scenario,
flags, I was more interested in staying alive than I was.
Yeah, sure.
And besides, if you're distracted by them, that's a win-win for me. So
yeah, it depends what your thing was as well. What your discipline is and whether you need general, right?
Yeah.
Because
general's 8.
7.
Their unit is 8. Everything in my army is 8. So general's leadership is actually not important.
Okay.
So
there you go.
But I only found that after this battle.
BSB then, I guess.
So, BSB is more important, which is I've made some changes in the next one. But anyway, get onto that later. I get a whole load of spells off on these unit of bruisers. The Children of Umi and Waken the Beast combo. Again, you've dispelled Break the Spirit on the Chosen to stop them having to take dangerous terrain.
Yeah.
Because that obviously threatens them as well. It gets past their 3-up armor, doesn't it? So. Yeah. That supports that unit. And we wipe through the Chosen Knights. I do take a Wrath of God, but combined with... I think you did attack the Merc Vets because of the spells.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Other unit.
Yeah. I went all against the Merc Vets because they're the big threat, really.
Totally, yeah. And I think I reformed like so. In fact, I know I did because I took a picture of it. Yeah. Obviously, I've got a few counter charges coming at me there, and none of them are going to be great for me. But what else can you do, really? You can't get away from them. You're a fighter unit. They're fighter units.
Fighty.
Bring it on. I do have, obviously, all my spells up on the big unit bruisers, so there's that. And this is what you did. You ignored the bruisers.
Yep. Don't care for them.
No.
They're too buffed up.
Yeah, well, they're res 5 and you're -1 to wound. So I suppose you'd have been... with Chosen, you'd have only been wounding on 4s still. But
yeah, but...
Liger's Tongue would
a
have
lot of
helped me out
wounds.
as well.
Yeah, Liger's Tongue, so many wounds. It's too many. And Chosen are great, right? But if they get attacked, they die.
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the +1 to hit from Wrath. Because that is the Ogre's weakness, is hitting. So...
Yeah, man.
So instead you go after the Merc Vets, who don't have Liger's Tongue or any buffs.
Go all in.
Yeah, and there's 2 charges there which you auto pass or succeed. And just the Chosen, who don't get in. No. So the Chosen stumble forward in front of my bruisers. Which is that's a calculated risk on your part, isn't it?
It's one of those. Because this is decent, because my Chosen Lord is decent. And the Herald's decent in the flank.
Decent.
Right? No, but like against a
mediocre. Unit, he's not bad.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm
slightly above average.
Even against like Merc Vets, I'm pretty confident. But
good for you.
It's still like it'll take a while now. it won't be like
easy.
Combat, which I want it to be.
Yeah, sure. And so the Fallen step in and do their thing. I was really curious about this one because I was like, well, you haven't stopped me overrunning into the Chosen, so why are you feeding me a unit of Fallen? Go ahead, do explain.
I wanted you to attack me on my turn, so that if there was any chance that one of my guys, so there'd be 2 rounds of combat, as well as then you'd be attacking me on my turn. I could then get magic buffs potentially. And I could get charge in on you to negate your charge a little bit. If the Merc Vets are gone, then I can do it. Get with like a Chosen Lord as well, but we'll see whether that's.
And this is why Lucky Sixes finishes higher in tournaments than I do.
No, I just roll 6s all the time as well.
Well, that is also true.
Plan. I pretend like I've got.
Yeah, but that is a really solid plan, mate. That is a really solid plan. I would never think of that. I'll be honest. I would never think of that.
I mean, half the reason as well is I was gutted that I haven't used my Fallen yet as chaff. So I was like, I got to be a chaff at some point, right?
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, no, I'm saying fair play to you. That is really good thinking. Really good thinking. So take it. It's a compliment.
Thank you very much.
I honestly would not have thought of that logic, especially in that time frame. I might have thought of it after the battle, but no, definitely would have thought. That might come from playing the list a lot and like knowing that that's what the Fallen are there to do. But anyway, I'm giving you the compliment. That's nicely thought
Yes,
out.
mate.
Well played.
Make me cry.
I know.
Cry.
I'll stop. Right, back to hating you because I don't know what. I think that was just a picture of this. Is
Another wrath?
This is the battle, isn't it? Oh yeah, there's another wrath.
Oh yeah, it might be.
We don't have any other units on the board. Oh no, we do. We got the bruisers down the bottom left and the scraplings.
The scraplings.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what's going on.
Yep.
Is that after combat?
Well, it must be because I've taken a wound.
And I've got 2 sets of wound pools, which is the champion standing up to your lord.
Yeah, so the champion survived.
Crazy.
It's mad, but yeah.
Yeah.
So we stick around because I'm in a challenge with my front.
I'm steadfast, yeah.
And I can't quite do enough wounds. I was gutted to not do 1 more wound with my herald because it meant you had 6 extra attacks at him.
Yeah.
Because I think you had this to start off with, and I was like, I just need to do 3 wounds with my herald.
Yeah, you did. You did 2 wounds on each model.
Genuinely makes a massive difference of like my survivability. But luckily, it was only 1 wound taken. Yeah. So that defensive 9 is massive.
Oh, it's incredible. Yeah. Possibly just another shot. Oh yeah, I realised the first shot you couldn't see the wound pools very easily, so I have to put it again.
Yep.
Aren't I good? Then we had another round of combat, and
because
this is after my charge into the Fallen, killed the Fallen, went into the Chosen as per your master plan. Got Awaken the Beast on my bruisers to help out, but obviously I haven't got Children of Umi off as well. This time you allowed me Break the Spirit to give you a -1 to hit, or you might have failed to dispel one of them. I might have had a lower magic phase and only been able to cast 2 of them. So I seem to remember you wouldn't have wanted Break the Spirit on.
Yeah.
I think you'd have rather
I can't remember. Yeah.
Children of Umi and Awaken the Beast, if I'm honest.
Sure.
Because -1 to hit is quite important for Chosen, I guess. Anywho, and then after the combat, at least the bottom combat, I did another wound to your Herald. The champion died, but you did 4 wounds? No, 5 wounds to the unit overall?
Yep.
Something like that. So I did stick around being steadfast again, though, with the BSB reroll. So
no, it's just... Oh, no, yeah. I don't know. But,
I wouldn't have
stuck around
wounds to win combat, but anyway.
Yeah, you're very steadfast. So.
Yeah. For now, at least. And then we go into your turn. Oh, the Scrappling Trappers have had enough of trapping the hill, and they're just getting away from the Wrath of God.
Yeah.
Obviously, master plan continues, and you get the chariot in.
Counter charge. So, and he's on that side as well, which is nice.
Away from the Liger's tongue.
Liger's. I guess I should mention it. One thing we couldn't find was whether Liger's tongue was model part or the model, and this was more relevant to the chosen knights. So with the chosen knights, obviously the model as a whole has 5 attacks, but each model part has 3 and 2 separately. So we played it that each model part lost an attack.
Yeah.
So the Karkadens normally have 2, went down to 1, and the chosen knights went from 3 to 2. But we couldn't find clarification. That's just how we played it. So if you guys could let us know, unless you know now.
No, I'm just thinking that you didn't explain it like that during the battle.
Oh, right.
You never mentioned in the battle that you considered a chosen knight as a whole to be a model, and that changes the slant on it ever so slightly.
I don't know whether it does. This is the thing. That's why I played it each model part, because I think there'd be some sort of loophole where it does actually do that to things like this. So that's how we played it. But if I'm completely wrong and I've done myself over, then let us know. And I don't think it would have changed anything, which is anyway. So just let us know if that's the right thing to do. Basically, whether Liger's tongue is model part or model. Yeah, because had the shaman been on the left-hand side, it would have affected the chariot as well. Yes, and the chosen
Karkadan with the warriors on top, isn't he? So
so would have taken off 3 attacks,
essentially.
So yes, all important.
You're pointing towards break the spirit with a 1 dice. Is that anything significant?
No idea.
Don't remember.
No idea.
So yeah, that charge succeeds, and the bruisers are running alongside the shaman. You can see how many wounds you've done to that unit. It's decimated it, really.
Yeah, it was just even with all the buffs and everything. I can't remember if I got any magic off myself on them. I don't think I did.
No, I can't see any.
I mean, I haven't got alchemy. I know I've got Wrath of God, Hellfire.
I suppose Wrath of God got cast, didn't it? Or
So I guess I'm Wrath of God in as much as I can. But but do a decent amount and keep you running, which is nice.
Yeah.
Don't catch you with my chosen though, so that's a shame.
No.
But yeah, could be worse.
And I don't know if we've done the combat in the bottom or not at this stage, but no, I don't think we'd already done that actually. I think, but this was a picture to show the bruisers coming back in to potentially charge the rear of the Exalted Herald. Oh, now we're doing the combat. Your chariot pursued and didn't manage to catch.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. A few more wounds to the Merc Vets, but the Exalted Herald is dying.
Yeah. We've got 2 more wounds left.
Yeah. So I've taken 2 wounds on my BSB now, who has stepped up to challenge the Chosen Lord.
Yeah.
As well, which is why my unit is still maintaining its wound pool.
Yeah, because it's challenging.
Yeah. But my BSB, who has got a decent chance of actually wounding your Chosen Lord, because is he 2 up armor or 1 up armor?
Wait, your BSB?
Your Chosen Lord.
Oh, I'm 1 up and 5 up.
Yeah, so I mean, I was using a strength 7 great weapon though, so you were only 5.
I'm red 6.
Up. Yeah,
so
I wasn't hitting. That was the problem.
Yeah.
So there's that. I do charge in with my bruisers into the rear of the Exalted Herald, and that's a shot after combat. We were getting towards. It might even be my turn 6. This, I think it might be. So I charged in the bruisers and killed the Exalted Herald. The Merc Vet BSB went down. I didn't rally my shaman or bruisers. They're off the board or towards the left.
Yeah, they're all pretty high, didn't they?
Yeah, your chosen chariot took a wound from Wrath of God.
Yeah.
And I actually managed to chaff the chosen with the last remaining saber-tooth tiger who popped out of nowhere.
Yeah, man.
I know it wasn't quite my last turn. This is now your last turn, I think. So you moved the chosen chariot to deal with. Well, I suppose you couldn't deal with the.
No, it's just there for kicks and giggles.
Yeah.
Your dog dies, and I move my chosen warrior there because, unlike the herald, he's pretty confident.
Yeah. And obviously, I don't charge in with the bruisers, and my shaman and bruiser on half leadership fail to rally, so you get their points.
Yeah,
which is quite a big difference actually, because the shaman's worth a lot. And, the bruisers,
general as well.
Even half points. I could have saved a lot if they'd have passed that leadership 4. It would have been leadership 4, so it's not guaranteed. It's unlikely, but it's a lot of points saved if that unit actually rallies.
Yeah, man.
But of course, that meant
stop.
Capture the flags. So you lost Chosen Knights and the Warriors. I lost Bruisers and the Merc Vets. But the small Bruisers were still on the board and the Scraplings were still on the board. So it was 2-2 in Capture the Flags.
We're drawn.
However, points is what it's all about.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, your Chosen Lord did the business, really, didn't they?
Yeah, they both killed an Rock, and then the Chosen Lord helped with that, with the man-eaters. Sorry, Merc Vets. And then...
You can't even blame Total War for that, because man-eaters aren't in it.
No. No, it's just my poor memory.
Yeah. And everyone loves calling them man-eaters, let's be honest. So.
It's like that. I'm a man-eater.
Please stop.
What's her name?
No, please stop. Awesome. Cool. So
I don't think it's Rihanna.
I'm going to say yes. It is. So a good victory for you. Well done. Yeah, good to be back with Ogres and Warriors.
Yes. Yeah, good to play them. Yeah, it was nice. I think to have like just a smash up game as well.
Yeah, definitely. So I hope you
Punch
enjoyed
each other.
these. Yeah, it really was a punchy battle, wasn't it? I hope you enjoyed these socially distant battles with actual dice on the table. You know, recent battles. Obviously, our previous ones had been ones from the vault. But yeah, it was good to get back rolling dice, and hopefully we can continue as we go forward.
Yes.
In this brave new world. That's an Iron Maiden quote. Yeah.
So much music related.
That's the only reason why I mention it. All right, cool. Like, share, subscribe, do all that. Give us some comments. Tell us about the Liger's Tongue thing. I'm fairly sure it has been clarified on the forum, but it was such a long time ago that I couldn't find it when we looked. So it would be useful to have that revisited. And
sure.
I'll have a little look at the Ogre list again. Art of War is forgotten. New start with Ogres. Cool. All right, we'll see you for the next one.
See you later.